My story begins when I was 15 years old. Back then, my life was pretty calm, honestly. I was in middle school, and like any kid, I mostly just went to hang out without worrying too much about what would come next. But everything fell apart when my dad passed away. That's when everything really changed. At home, we started to struggle a lot because it was just my mom, my sister, who's a year younger than me, and me. Money wasn't enough anymore, and the pressure was there every day. One day, with all that weighing on me, I went out to a park to clear my head. I'm from Nuevo Leon, and everyone knows how things are there. I was walking as usual, not suspecting anything, when I noticed a truck seemed to be following me. At first, I tried not to pay much attention, but then it became really obvious. I'm thin and kind of tall, and that's important because later I understood why they got confused. When I saw they were really coming after me, I started running. I ran about 7 blocks, but they still caught up with me. That's when everything got ugly. They forced me into the car, started beating me up without saying anything. They left my lip busted and my right wrist sprained. By then, I was fully subdued. They took me to a secluded place, and the whole way there, I kept my head down, not saying a word, because I felt like any movement could make things worse. We arrived at what looked like a warehouse. There were several guys there. One in particular, who they called Hulk, was huge, like really big, really well built. That guy came up to me and said, "What's up?"
Kid, you know why you're here.
Suddenly, he struck me on the head with a gun. From there, hours went by, or at least that's how it felt. I heard radios, voices, things that honestly, I'd rather not repeat. All that time I stayed on the floor, curled up, covering my head. And something strange is that I didn't cry, I didn't scream, I didn't ask for anything. I just endured it. I didn't even try to explain that I wasn't the one they were looking for. It was as if my body understood that the best thing was to do nothing until someone else arrived, someone everyone respected. A commander. As soon as he saw me, he started yelling at the others.
This isn't him. You got the wrong guy, dumbasses. Morons.
He came up to me, helped me get up because I was still on the floor, and then without thinking, he landed a punch on Hulk that sounded really loud. One of those punches where you feel the impact even if it didn't hit you. After that, he looked at me and said something I still haven't forgotten.
You have permission to ask me for whatever you want, anything at all.
He meant it. I could feel it. But honestly, at that moment, I didn't want revenge or anything like that. I just wanted to leave, so I asked them to drop me near my house and if they could give me a sweater since it was so cold. Like -5 degrees? The commander just smiled, turned to the others and said,
You heard him.
They moved fast. They got me a sweater and put me back in the truck, but this time to drop me off near my house. Sometime later, talking with people I trust, I found out that they were actually looking for someone with a build like mine, thin and tall, but who was about 1.80 or 1.81 meters tall. That's why they mistook me for someone else. The last thing I heard was that yes, they did find that guy and they got him. After all that, it became very clear to me that your life can change in seconds. You can be out on the street without worry and still end up in something that wasn't even meant for you. So be very careful, because you never know when something like that could happen to you.